What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Some. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over the new version of Trash by Izotope. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. With no further delay, let's get right into this plugin, baby. Hit the key. All right, guys, so when you open up the plugin, it is going to look like this. As you can see, it's got a huge refresh because this is what Trash looks like now. And then this is what Trash used to look like for anybody who doesn't know. So definitely come a far way as far as the UI and all that is concerned. But when you look at this, it's got different sections. So the top section is going to be basically a multi-band, so you can split the bands up however you want. Boom, you have a band here now, and boom, you have a band here. So you're going to get your lows, your mids, your highs. Underneath that, you're going to have your distortion section. And next to the distortion section, you're going to have a convolution reverb section right here. And so you can move these around if you want to by pushing this arrow. Put them whichever direction that you want to, whether you want the distortion first or the reverb first. And then you also have this link right here, and this is for your modulation. So it'll allow you to modulate through the different distortion types because, this is an XY axis and you can put up to 4 different distortion types and 4 different reverb types here. Down here, you got control over your envelope. This right here is going to control the % of the modulation. You've got attack, release. You've got some filter options. So you've got frequency. You've got this scream, and then you've got this heat. And then right here, you have your filter, and you can basically, control the filter as you can see like that. You've got auto gain on this. You've got a limiter too as well. So I've made a little sample beat as always. I used Trash on the vocals, on the piano. I use it on the guitar. I also use it on the 808. So, and I'll let you guys hear what it sounds like on all these individually and on some drums too. This beat's not all the way mixed down, but let's go.
You're my favorite color, la 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 la. What you doing? Oh, you're my favorite color, la 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 la. What you doing? Oh.
All right, guys, so that's the little sample beat that I made for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back into Trash and check this thing out. So basically, I use this on a few different instruments. I guess I should mention this before we get started. This plugin is $99, but it is currently on intro sale price of $79. If you have a previous version of Trash or the plugin suite or a few other different combinations of plugins with Izotope, you can upgrade for $29, and you can cross grade from Stutter Edit and anything like that for $49 currently. So with this, as we're looking here, I basically put it on this piano. This is what the piano sounded like before I threw the Trash on there. So I use this just to kind of add a little bit of saturation. It sounds like this now. And then the next thing that I threw it on was this guitar. So the guitar sounds like this before the Trash is on there. And then once I threw the Trash on there, I got it to sound like this. So with this, there are 69 different distortion types, and then there's like 300 different reverbs and just combinations of reverbs and stuff like that, which make this thing pretty solid. All right, and then after that, I went ahead and I threw it on some vocals. So over here, this is what the vocals sounded like without the trash on there.
You're my favorite color, la 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 la. What you doing? Oh.
All right, and then once I threw trash on there, I got them to sound like this.
You're my favorite color, la 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 la. What you doing? Oh. You're my
All right, and then last but not least, the last thing I threw it on was this 808. So as we hop back over here, this is what the 808 sounds like without trash on there. All right, so now let's go ahead and see what it sounds like with trash on there. All right, so we're gonna leave it on this 808 for a second and just go through a few of these presets, and then we'll mess with some of these controls over here as well. So here is another one of the presets. And depending on which distortion type you have, it's gonna give it a different feel once you start moving the XY axis around. And they also have this roll the dice right here. So boom, I can roll the dice and it's gonna change that up for me. And so I can turn on this modulation. So I can turn this up a little bit and it's gonna make the distortion modulate a little bit for me, depending on this amount down here. So obviously you can tell you can get some monstrous distortions with this thing. We can roll the dice again. And then obviously we can come down here and we can change the kind of distortion that we have. So we can put all kinds of different stuff over here. So let's go with this crunchy taco. And then come back over here, see what this sounds like now. So you can get it to be super aggressive. I'm not really messing with the mix level because I just want you to hear what the distortion sounds like. So let's check out this blues driver one real quick. And another thing that I like is right now you see that the distortion is just on the mid frequencies. So we can come in here and now we can add some stuff over here and change up the distortion for the low bands. And if you want to hear what just a band's doing by itself, you can solo it and you can listen to just that band. So you can hear how those two distortion types together are kind of shaping this distortion for you. So we'll go to the next preset. So it's got some pretty decent presets in here, I would say. I really like this one preset down here. Where is it at? It's a sub bass enhancer because it just makes the bass thicker. Pause. All right, so next what I wanna do is I wanna show you what this sounds like on some drums. So I just basically have this little drum break that I put together for the beat. It sounds like this. But if I hit this bypass and turn trash back on, the drums are gonna sound like this. You know, so different feel. I haven't gotten over here very much yet, so let's talk about kind of this convolution reverb as we go through these drums right here. So as you see here, you're gonna get a bunch of different reverb types. So as you can see here, you get everything from tones to amps, you get effects. So, you know, we have this reverse noise right here. So go ahead and so that's pretty solid. We can turn the mix up on this, obviously. But you have a ton more. So as you see here, you know, you got stuff from animals, vowels, just all kinds of stuff. That reverb's wild. But yeah, you got a lot of good stuff down here. You get textures, then you get reverses. So you can do all kinds of different stuff. You know, so you could definitely use that in some stuff. We'll go ahead and go through some drum presets real quick, and then I'll go through some guitar a little bit, and I'll mess with these filters over here for you so you can hear those. But let's go ahead and check out some more drum presets. These are all drum presets right here. So those are some of the drum presets. Obviously, some of them might be a little more aggressive than other ones. Let's go ahead and hop back to this guitar for a second. So with this, it is just a nylon guitar, so it's not an electric guitar that we're using. So keep that in mind as you're hearing this. But we'll go ahead and we'll go through some of the guitar presets. And we'll go through some of this down here at the bottom as well. So it's a good sounding distortion, of course. I mean, it's trash. It was always goated as far as one of the best distortion plugins. But over here, we can roll the dice again like I was doing earlier, and we can just get a preset and then we can start tweaking it pretty easily. And then one thing I forgot to mention is right here, if you click this button, some of the distortions have more control, so you can dial in more distortion underneath the hood. So you can turn it up just like that, and it'll give you a little bit more distortion. So that's a nice feature there too as well. Let's go ahead and mess with a few more of these reverbs though real quick, just so we can kind of hear what they sound like. So let's go ahead and get us a concert hall reverb. And let's change this over here. So it doesn't sound bad at all. You've got width and you've got stereo wise down here. And then down here, you've got attack and release. Obviously, I've explained modulation is going to control all your modulations over here. Then you have filters right here. So you have the frequency in which you make the slope of your low pass go. Then you have this scream feature and you have this heat feature. So let's go ahead and push play. The scream feature is going to be obnoxiously loud. It's going to squeal in your ear. I know somebody in the comment section wants to fight me for that, but it's just one of the features on here. And then you have, frequency in which you can cut this. But as you can see there, I can modulate that filter. So that's pretty solid. So, I can turn this down and not make it modulated as much. And then you can hear that heat's added more saturation to it as well. Next to that, you're gonna have in, you're gonna have your out, then you have auto gain, and you have a limiter too as well. Up top, you do have mix. So, you can slide the mix in and out just like that. And then you can randomize everything too. So instead of just randomizing each one of the modules, you can actually randomize all the parameters. All right, guys, so that's basically what I got for you guys on Trash. What are my final thoughts on the plugin? I mean, if you love Trash 2, you're obviously going to love this plugin as well. I absolutely know there's going to be some people in the comment section who are going to say something like, I got Trash 2, I should get a free update. Boy, we got our mileage out of Trash 2. You know what I'm saying? That plugin been out for 10 years. We got our mileage out of that one, y'all. So, I mean, if it's something that you're interested, I'd recommend grabbing it. I don't know if it's going to be the end all be all to distortions, but I think it's pretty solid. I like the convolution reverb on there. I like the fact that you can modulate everything and you can modulate it from different XY access points and all that good stuff. I think that's pretty solid. I think you get a really good distortion sound out of this. So make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button. Hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.